Hey, it's Dr. Bob Arnott here. I'm your Men's Journal health columnist, and we are at the world-famous Trapp Family Lodge here in Stowe, Vermont, and this is Sam Van Trapp. Good to see you, Sam.
Good to see you, Bob.
So this is one of the oldest, it's actually the oldest cross-country ski area here in at least the eastern United States, and one of the most famous and certainly my favorite.
We've got a pretty good reputation, I think.
Pretty good reputation.
Proud of the fact my dad started the first commercial cross-country ski resort in all of the Americas. Yes, 1968.
North or south?
All of them, both north and south.
1968.
Yep. Yeah.
Tremendous legacy here, great fun, amazing winter afternoons, great racing circuit. But we're here today to talk about skating. Two different styles of cross-country skiing. There's the classic, look like people sort of running or walking on skis. But the skating is amazing because it really gives you much better workout. And they call this the queen of aerobic sports. Why?
Only rowing taxes your heart and lungs at a greater capacity
that's
than
just for,
skiing.
5 or 6 minutes or so,
Yeah.
or 8 maybe.
Yeah.
But here you're going for hours, taxing maximum heart, lung, plus you've got all of your muscles, every muscle in your body.
Every single muscle in the body and the aerobic system, and it's good for the brain.
Good for the brain because it's amazing out here. I mean, it is almost like being in a chapel where you have the boughs and the trees and the mountains in the background.
The cathedral of the pines, my father calls it.
So we're going to go through a skating technique. We went out this afternoon. First of all, we went out with one of your terrific coaches, Robin.
Yeah,
she
Robin
was a
Anderson.
Middlebury College skier, tremendous technician. She showed us what stroke?
So she was showing us the V2 and the V2 alternate. So these are strokes or strides for a little bit easier terrain, flat to maybe a little bit declining for the alternate.
So V2, tell me what that is.
So V2, basically, our hands are going to be symmetrical in their position.
Right.
And so basically similar to a double pole, just pushing ourselves across the flats, and it's just driving with the hands, pushing off with the leg, driving with the hands, pushing off with the other leg, for a simplistic way to look at it.
And then there's V2 alternate. What's that?
V2 alternate, so that's simply you're driving with the hands and then you're pushing with both legs. Skate, skate, push, skate, skate, push, skate, skate, push.
When you go up a steeper hill, what do you do?
So it gets a little bit steeper. So, very good athletes are going to use a V2, regular V2 up a little bit of a hill, but when it gets steeper, then you're going to drop into a V1, they call it. So now the hand position is going to be asymmetrical. And if one side of the trail is just a little higher, I'm going to let that hand lead, and I'm going to feel a lot more power coming from that side. I'm going to feel in the obliques as well.
It's really like changing gears. You have a lot of gears.
Absolutely, it is. So this V1 is like our second gear.
And then first gear, when it gets really steep, would be?
That would be kind of what we call the coach's skate or the
old man
cheater skate. But I love it. I love it to change things up and to incorporate the muscle groups a little bit differently. So that's the only time we're going to be alternating with our hands. And basically you're going with the skating with the legs, and you're connecting that to this.
And then when it's so flat away, it's great snow, it's really fast, you can double pole?
Yep, absolutely. Just a double pole, just getting maximum speed, feeling the crunch here in the abs, and sometimes even getting a lift out of the calves, getting up onto your tippy toes as you're coming up and striking from an elevated position.
And then you also have a free skate where you're not using any of your poles, where it's super fast?
Yeah, sometimes you're going down a hill, sometimes you might get your body low for the wind resistance, but then you can continue to move your legs, but there's no point at that speed trying to mess with the poles.
So it's the coolest looking stroke of all. And then finally, of course, it isn't all hard work. There are some amazing downhills. You can use the same technique that you used out in the giant slalom course in these cross-country skis. You can get some pretty good speed up, and there's some great hills out here.
Absolutely, and that's the great pleasure of it with cross-country skiing is you earn your turns, you earn your elevation, and then you get to enjoy that descent again. And yeah, it's the best sport out there.
And no better place to do it than the Trapp Family Lodge. Sam Van Trapp, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
Dr. Bob Arnott here, your Men's Journal health columnist.